Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are just going to be playing with the Ace Beaute Oceanic Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like this. I'm just playing around with the Halo Eye technique. I normally never, ever do this. I'm sure as you guys know, I pretty much am always doing cut creases, but I'm really trying to step out of my comfort zone and get better at different things. If you would like to join me on this, let's go ahead and start with that. Before we get started, please go ahead and give this a like if you like it, give me a comment if you would like, and go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you join me on this awesome journey. Okay, let's get started. So starting off with primer, we're just using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer just all over the eye. Next, I'm going to take the shade Seaweed using a Morphe M456, and we're going to go ahead and start building this up in our crease because this is going to be that more kind of halo shade. I'm just going to go back and forth just building up this shade, and then we will be back for the next step. Okay, so after we have built that color up, I'm going to go ahead and use the exact same brush using the shade Algae, just buffing around the edges just to get a nice blend. I'm definitely going to do kind of a couple layers with this shade. I really want it to be nice and pigmented. Okay, so once I feel good with that, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and cut kind of the crease real quick just to see if that helps me a bit. Just using foundation and a concealer brush. I'm just going to do kind of my normal, which is apply some to the lid. We're going to focus mainly on the center of the lid, obviously, because we're going to apply a darker color. And then looking up, I am actually going to go even a little bit higher because I feel like on this side, I don't like how my eyes kind of like hood, I guess you would say, and you don't really even see it. And so it's kind of, you're missing the full effect. So I'm going to go even higher on this side. So that way, we're getting that full effect. So you can even just kind of look at yourself in the mirror just dead on and see, like even for me, I probably need to go even higher, which feels crazy. But because I want this to be visible, we have to go a little higher. Okay, so after I went back and forth with that just to build up the kind of shape I want, I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M456. No additional product. I'm just going to kind of tap the edges to get everything blended. This is completely a semi-recreation, you would say, of the way that Robert Welsh did it. I'm just kind of changing it a teeny bit as I'm learning this technique and getting it correct. Okay, I went back in and shaped a little bit more. It's going to take me a while till I feel fully comfortable with this, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and take the Morphe M431 and just kind of a pencil brush and dip into the shade Lagoon, this deep navy, and I'm going to go ahead and start packing that on to the outer corners and inner corners of the eye. I'm not going to go like into the tear duct. I'm literally going right on the eyelid because I don't want this to get like too crazy. And I'm doing the exact same thing that Robert Welsh did, which is basically kind of your iris, I think is the color part, not going any further in than that. Okay, so I kind of just built those two up, kind of doing this, I think they call it tornado kind of thing. I'm just going to take the colors right above, so that way this shape is connecting. I'm slightly rounding the corners as I'm trying to figure out what kind of shape for this I'm going to like best for my eye shape. Bringing this blue in a little bit more in the inner corner of the eye. Okay, now I'm going to take this Morphe M506 brush to see a little more domy fluffy, but still kind of small, and I'm going to start blending out the edges of the blue. Really just take your time. I might dip back into a little bit of Seaweed, this green shade here, just to help that blend, but I'm going to go and do that, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I ended up taking more of the shade Algae, this limey green shade, and just buff that kind of around the edges, and I like how that worked. I ended up using more of the Morphe M456 brush just to kind of soften everything together. I'm not super loving how it looks, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and dip into a little bit of Jellyfish, whoa, that shimmery kind of green color. That or Mykonos? I don't know. I did Jellyfish on this side, that greeny one. This one, but I don't know. You know what? Screw it. Let's take Mykonos. Why not? I'm using a Morphe M166 brush. I'm just going to press that onto my eyelid. I'm now just going to go in with the Morphe M506 brush and just kind of stamp to get this product to blend a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just clean up the outer edge real quick with just some makeup remover, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned up the edge, applied the foundation. I went ahead and also just took a little bit of Jellyfish, that kind of greeny shade, with the Morphe M166, and I just tapped just a little bit in the center, just to give it a little bit of something. I'm going to go ahead and apply some liquid eyeliner real quick. I'm going to go ahead and apply a couple eyeliners to my waterline real quick. This is just a L'Oreal blue eyeliner and a Maybelline white eyeliner. I'm going to apply the blue to the inner and outer, with the white in the center. What I'm going to go ahead and do is take Lagoon. We're going to put it on the outer inner part of the eye, and then we're going to use Mykonos on the center. Do a little piece from Beauty that she does is highlight the inner corner of our eye. So I'm thinking of using Bora Bora, this lightish blue shade. We're going to use our pencil brush that we used before, the Morphe M431. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara real quick. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and I'm going to apply lashes. Just their random ones that I've been using all the time, but then we will be right back. Alright, now that we have our lashes on and all of that stuff, that is basically the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on today's video playing with the Ace Beaute Oceanic Palette. This palette is so gorgeous. I really do hope that you enjoyed this little fun thing. Let me know in the comments below if you want to. Go ahead and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Give me a like if you want to. And yeah, I will see you on my next video. Alright, bye.